So I was getting the feedback that Rich would like to compete, and so I was questioning, really, you want to compete with me? And that makes him feel prosperous and rich. And I said, I didn't capture it on video. That's why I'm starting this one. I said, really? Bring your own hand. And what I meant by that, well, sometimes I pick up on how someone feels about me, and I'm very pointed in making something stick and tapping it back, like I'm kind of like, you know, let me just show you where to put your nose for real, okay? Uh, but what I meant by that, bring your own hand, was it was a half-hearted uh, um, jousting, um, because if you want to compete and competing makes you prosperous, you don't have a value without my hand. So I was being very jocular, but good-hearted, good-natured, good-humored. You want to compete? Bring your own hand. I would say there's a significant value in understanding the dynamic. My hand is out. I would say yours is in. But I would say the dynamic also between you and Sharon and myself is that that I'm out and in. I'm 1 and 0 on my own as well. But it's the dynamic. Maybe I'm not feeling that or fielding it out 100% right now. Honestly, I'm kind of grappling with, I want to take a nap. Uh, there's a dynamic that allows this to take place, conceivably at any rate. We're manufacturing zero innocence and reflection. It's I think that's all I can say about it right now. One of the things that I've been impressed with, not in a good way, but impressed with visually. I spend a lot of time at the computer. I spend a lot of time here with the surgery and healing because I'm not as mobile. There's so many ads, and I have to say, buying things is a way to provide for the future forward. Uh, my latest shindig is shoes. The one before that was swimming suit and accessories. Got my fins and paddles. They're still on the way. I got my swim cap and got my unitard over there. I'm ready to go. When the doctor says, you can go, I'm going to be swimming. Um, when I was at this, let's see, I go to the doctor's office. They're across from CVS. I went into CVS to get some vitamin E oil. I was looking for glycolic lotion. They didn't have anything. They didn't have anything I wanted. So I just decided I'd wait for what I already ordered. I saw fairy tales. Fairy tales shampoo, scent, hair product. It's for lice treatment. It's a waste of money, okay? it's is a scent item. It smells lovely. Does it make you feel better? I think it makes people, I get people that will come to the clinic and they're like, well, what can I do for a scent, you know? And I'm like, you know what? I have to, you know, there's no proven scientific evidence that a scent works, but if you want to use it for placebo, go right ahead. Um, you know, mostly if I analyze the psychology, I see it as it's a boutique item, it's placebo, because people are trying to alleviate having lice and getting it again, and how they do it conceivably in the marketplace is by buying into it. So coming here with a question and a way forward, it got a product. Okay, spray. This keeps it on my mind. I'm gonna keep lice away. I'm protecting myself from something I can't see for the most part. I got off track. What's difficult about looking at things in the marketplace? There's a part of me that's thankful to participate. I got a lovely cloche. It's my first one, and you know, it's part of my mild ongoing experience. Okay. You know, what is this like? What is that like? What is the Milano salted caramel cookie like? I don't know yet, but I bought a package. I'll find out later. You're buying into the dappled experience. If I scratch that surface at all, there's no follow through. Okay? There's no follow through in anything you look at. So there's a part of me when I feel like I'm flailing, like shit. Okay, Christmas Day, I spent that whole day plus 30% off coupon studying basically future forward shoes that I thought I could wear, orthotics, and then the information started to contradict and convolute, meaning, okay, you want the toe tip turned up for rocker. No, you don't. You want it down because you want extension. And you know, you want a stiff rocker. No, you don't. You want a rounded, squishy one. No, you don't. And you know, and then I'm just like, so I'm expanding as I'm studying, and I'm trying to narrow in on what shoe to get, and I can't quite put a target on it, and it's exhausting me. And I have the personality, and I have the docking power. This is all I have to do. My foot heals just fine with me sitting here. I'm not on a work schedule, so sleep when you feel like it or don't. But it does help to keep biorhythms. That said, basically, my sort of desire to nail something down, you know, to expand, to encapsulate it, and then be like, aha, this is it. You know, basically led me till 4 in the morning and still hadn't figured out. And then I'm griping and pissed off at shoes.com for sending me a coupon. And I'm like, I'm tooled by coupon. Okay. Pros and cons. I discovered several other brands that I may consider outside of my Keen Presidio Mary Janes. They're my favorite because I don't have to lace them up. And I just basically slip right into them. They've got a thick rubber bumper. I get a lot of walking out of them, and I do. I do a lot of walking. So I get a lot of value out of that $100 shoe. And it's very versatile and accessible. pros and cons. I discovered that there are other shoes out there that looks like they would cater to a person like me that needs to consider foot health with orthotics. And, sometimes with the mild bonus of being attractive, attractive shoes. So, so I have, in part, relief to get this coupon off my back because my eyes saw and now I want. I ordered several shoes so I can try them out at once. Part of me is griping. Oh, I'm being tooled by a coupon. Well, part of what I'm walking away with is more information that maybe I won't need to use right now, but going along in the future, need a new pair of shoes? Well, you've got some options out there, and I know where to look and where to find them as a possibility. I still feel put out. I would have conceivably probably suffered less if I didn't have a coupon. I already had Keen shoes that I could still wear, and I've got the Ultra running shoes with the little toe space pod in front. Got those new in a box in my closet. I bought those before going into the surgery, and I didn't really need a shoe right now. I got the flip-flops because I thought I would need those to go to the swimming pool. And on the way there, I found extreme value sandals on sale at Cabela's. I don't shop at Cabela's. I remember once I went in there with Andy, and Andy's like, this is a place for people to kill things. Because I remember they had these wildlife, like little sceneries in situ in the store, stuffed taxidermy, and yeah, I get his point, kind of like, yeah, this is for people that drive big trucks and kill things. But I was actually very pleased to find $80, $90 Keen sandals on sale for $20. And they've got Merrell on sale, and they've got some of the big brand active outdoor brands, on sales that you'll never. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, I didn't realize I can buy a Keen sandal that's $80, $90 every ding dong day. I didn't realize I could get that for $20 ever. Like, sign me up. I'm due for another pair. I mean, I had a pair that lasts me 6 to 10 years. I think it was 6 until I glued the foam sole back together and got another summer or two out of it. But they work and they have decent arch, so I feel it's a sufficient cheat shoe where I don't have to wear my orthotics. Got off track there. The point is that for all this looking and all this advertisement, you're not looking at anything in follow through. And what you're reading, that H has a hyphen on it, okay? Or with your H, your hydrogen, you got a presence of mind and you're reading it cold. You're still inhaling, exhaling, inspiring hydrogen. But I would suggest, as my guest, where is it going? So, one of the things for me was realizing, like that day particularly, that I was flailing into throwing my biorhythms off because I was up till 4 a.m. and tossing and turning passionately in bed. Which pair of shoes? I don't know. What brand? Rocker? I'm like, would you just stop? Stop the quest. Okay, stop the quest. Go to sleep. And be happy with what you have because you've got plenty. uh, to me, that was a sign of, look, I'm getting off balance here. This is, and I'm getting a little pissed. Do not send me emails, shoe.com. Know where to find a sale if I want one. Okay. It got me thinking a couple of things that as a consumer, where you're built on the acumen of designer brand and function, so you want to be abreast of the latest trends. You're not moving from within inherently. If anything, you're moving from within to be without. And if the video froze, that was in quotations, meaning it's an illusion of value. To me, the best guesstimation of illusion of value is for all your glossy performance and presentation, you cannot reduce or redact to innocence and reflection because you are not the value, okay? That is a big inherent problem, okay? So you make money to be rich, and what does rich afford you? Rich affords you expression to share on, okay? But it's vain, okay? It's vain if you have not, and I do not mean vain here, I mean V-A-I-N. If you have not thought it through in the first place as your desire, okay? Desire for follow through, you know? So, one of the realizations I walked away with, where walk is relative at this time, walk in theory, is it really behooves, which is an ironic word also right now, it really behooves me to embrace value, to look at value, to look upon value, and where I deem I can get that most inherently is doing my own work. And from there, desirably, why not produce product? Because product is a visual manifestation and exchange on that desire. And that would-be desire would be hired, you know? Be that H-I-R-E, put into employment additionally, or H-I-G-H-E-R. It's an expression of value. It's an expression of follow through. It's an expression of how you use your time. How you want to be a dime. You know? Heads or tails, 1 and 0, 0 and 1, even done. I'm excited about the prospects of completing Rich Wrote, the things that I wanted to put on that website, and then seeing if we can't get this to another website, an opportunity, and concentrating on what I want, because that is my birthright. You know, and creating that value in the marketplace, the platform of exchange for people. They understand desire as reason reason as desire in life, even understanding what's necessary, what's not necessary, and the engineering is important to understand as well. Because if you understand the engineering to delivering the value, your emotions are tempered with reality, okay? They're not just, well, I like blah, blah, blah. And I don't like, well, how about if you're going to like or not like something, you provide the value, okay? And follow through. May I suggest you think of two? War is not necessary. Once you understand that law-t makes you go missing for no reason thief end, then you understand the theater of the absurd desired, sir, to be red, sired red, to get your hyphenated date of birth blacked thief end. You're never giving the value, and the value is right here, okay? And your jacked off, stupid to toot off thief end for no reason does not protect me. It in fact whittles on my time and my energy all over the place. Been over this before. We understand that, right? Your vets aren't vetting, and they have no honest core. And you doing plyometrics of gratitude, well, you're stealing the face of value so that we'll never have to, is malfeasance. It's a very subtle, vicious malfeasance. I don't think deportation of immigrants and dreamers is going to make that any better. It's your fucking problem, white man, -D, okay? The only thing you're trying to do with deportation is to make it look like, well, that colored skin is not my stain. Your stain has never actually ever provided provision, okay? So, you know. I see this conversation of immigration and deportation as a way to deflect. It's not my problem, it's them. It's them. Theater of the absurd. This person's squawking over here for this one to be squawking, and they're both undeserved, okay? Neither one of them is speaking for you, and nor are they meaning to, ever. Okay? It's a distraction, it's a deflection. So people that are speaking for these things of deportation or immigration, while they're not actually providing the honest means of follow through, the honest means are the tone, or the head done, donest, do on one, done, nest, honest means, you're riling people's emotions to get them to squawk. And who are they squawking to? They're squawking to toy you with woo, -D, okay? The thing with my frame, we're stupid for no reason to too toft, rich for no reason thief end. as not being necessary is now you bring your own name as your frame, and you stand by that. The marketplace thief end does not require you to have an honest backbone, even. And you squawking for no reason, thief end, is to stir and elicit emotions, and then have people speak tone on you, toy wood, okay? uh, and I'm here to say that is not suitable, misunderstood. Sunder understood, okay? The miss is present on my own frame and does not go missing for no reason, thief end, okay? Because Doft does not have an essay where he didn't lay or pay, pate, or plate. Obviously, D-O-B, okay? Doft has not been born right here for the desire to have been near and dear. Tisk, not my fault. T-I-S-K-N-O-T. My time continues whether you pay attention or not. It's no different than the dynamic of the news, okay, of the competitive marketplace thief end. You're drawn into the theater of the absurd. Are we going to war, -T? Well, yes, as long as you have these two people speaking, okay? It's predictable, okay? It's its whole premise, -T, okay? I'm a fucking man. I've got bigger weapons. We-a-pawn. Pawn paid Don. Don nut. Tone and ton. That ankle is really stiff. Anyway, so I was cruising through Shaw's. That's a local grocery store. I don't know, it might be in other places as well. But I'm like, part of me is like, that looks good, let's try it. Not too exceptionally fussy and kind of open to, it's mildly new. So I'm trying a Lassie, farro, butternut, squash, and kale. Cooks like risotto. You can join me in theory if you like, if you well like. One of the things with this hat, I totally forget it's even on. It's so comfortable. Usually, I guess I wear the knit hats for winter or ball caps, and I'm usually aware they're on. This one, don't notice it. It's actually quite comfortable and yet keeps my head a little bit warm because it's wool. And it's got this great little lining in it. How they stitched it was, it'll be hard to see. There's a circle stitch here, and then they gathered like little rays or a little spoke. Very symmetrical all the way around. Gathers, so they're a gather, but it's nice. It's well made for. I'm just saying it's in my price range. Betmar, they're out of New York City. I think they started. Was it 1933? Anyway, they have a kind of a classic look about them. Classic, C-L-A-S-S-I-C. I've gained weight. Do you know that? Been enjoying my whipped cream on Starbucks. Um, that's for sure. I want to take a nap. To wait till my farro is cooked. Yes, I will divulge the other part of that compulsion of searching for shoes is now I want to either buy a shoe rack, but my past marketplace experiences, they're all shit and fall apart. So perhaps I want to make one. I want to make one that fits right next, rather than the mat, the floor mat. And I've decided what I want there. I want enough for 6 shoes. 2 training or workout shoes will probably go on the bottom. 2 massage flip-flop slides, massage shoes. So I have two viable ones, the Revs with the little massage nodules, and then the UFOs. And those will go flat in the middle. And then on top, winter would be boots, or winter could go on the bottom too. And nicer weather, sandals. So I would have 6 shoes right there. Could easily change my orthotics and just go, and I don't have to track them all the way back here. So I want to make that. Of course, I'll look in the marketplace to see if I could buy it, but I think what I will find with that R&D is disappointment, and then ultimately decide how to fashion my own. So yeah, I'm working on that now. I got hat storage right there. I could put hat storage on the dummy mannequin. So I know where to find it. Let's see what the marketplace has for shoe rack. What crap can I spend money on so it'll fall apart sooner rather than later, then go to the trash heap that has no fire. Let's see if we can have it made of materials that don't they don't work themselves back into the environment too. So basically the whole life cycle, the whole token life cycle is crap that you can't digest. And for the fact that you make it, you can't make it go away. All right? Like foam. Foaming packaging products. And honestly, gosh, hospitals are the worst offenders. Put everything in those foam, you know, food packages. That stuff does not deteriorate. You're just turning the earth into a landfill for junk. Oh, if it's not the landfill, an ocean. Honestly, if we weren't handing doff stupid to two-toft for no reason, thief end, we could solve these problems with real follow-through. With real-time presence and real-time follow-through. Other than that, I'll become geriatric and still be talking about the same goddamn things that go nowhere. Nowhere. Dowware. Dower. You know? Doft, creating Doft in the marketplace and passing Doft stupid in the marketplace is your cushion. To always be falsely and malfeasantly contrived to be necessary. You're not providing the working value and follow through, nor do you want to. So you will assure that you're always needed for no reason thievant. 2. Toy ye with wood. Only Doft would understood. Hyphenated again. By pitying Doft for no reason thievant, you're putting the burden on every woman who doesn't need Doft's seed, okay? To supersede, to supper, reseed, okay? By thinking of Doft, you're causing an omission. To be grandiosely misapplied, sap and tap applied, okay? Det again, overt, hovert and overt time and Doft. So you go chase some tail anywhere you want to get tit toft. I'm looking for a shoe rack. Oh dear. We've got one for $265. Honestly, I can make that. You got this one here for $265. That I can make. The SCO shoe rack, white, by Design. I bet that's Design Within Reach. West Elm has one for $119. I've got to make mine fit in that space, and it's just with Minnow's dog food container, which is this metallic chrome cylinder. I put his dog food bag in there and a scoop. If I want to leave that there, which is ideal there, I have just under 2 feet of width, but I figure I can make that work. 2 pairs on the floor, 2 skinny flip-flop slides, massage sandals in the middle, and then I was thinking of doing a solid surface on the top, probably wood, and I can easily get a wooden dowel, but what I used when I created Andy's at his house is I used a metal stairwell rods, and then I used a metal saw, and then they have these you can get wood or plastic. The tubes will fit into those and hold them, and that looked really sharp in his closet. I still might have those metal rods. I'd have to go looking for them. Of course, then that's cost analysis. I'm here. You need to walk downstairs and get in the car. Then you need to go to the clinic where I've got a back room of storage, and I need to go poke around in there. And I'm not very agile. I need to go up and down stairs. I don't know how this foot works up and down stairs. I'm sure I can get up it and down. It's just, I'm sure it's something I'm going to have to pay attention to every step and every spatial relationship of that. You know, it's cost analysis. It's going to cost me a little bit of energy to go rooting around. They've got a pine wood solid, Home Depot, for $17. Alright, I'm going to start clicking on links. First blush look at this one by Home Depot. I don't think it's bad. In terms of visually, it looks like it's constructed to have balance. What I want to know is, you know, it's going to fall apart. 22 by 27. Choice of colors. I could get espresso, which is $1 more than natural. It's made of pine wood. I like that. Seems easy enough. These might be a little longer than I want. So, but you know, this one's got flanges, meaning the support rods, looks like there's about 2 inches on each side as a flange. 2, 4. I can probably, if I wanted to, I could probably have those sawed off at Home Depot. Alright, I'll keep looking. So I'm reviewing this one by Home Depot. The looks like Lie Tech Incorporated. Pine solid wood, multi-purpose rack. Certainly looks sturdy and symmetrical enough. Down here in the product overview, they say that it's Pine Home Living Storage Organization Series, and you know, it's made of pine, basically, with no harsh chemicals, no funny stuff. But so that's product overview. I come to specifications, and the material, it says it's medium density fiberboard, which is sawdust and glue. So then I'm like, okay, which is it? And then I come down here and ratings. Not the sturdiest product, careful of splinters, great for the price, can't complain, rack broke while I was trying to assemble it, quality very poor, pieces are crooked, it was difficult to put together. So I'm kind of like, I'm already over this. $17, but it's crap. Why make it if it's gonna fall apart, you know? Looking at it, oh, I took it out of the package. I took it out of the box that it came in, and it broke. I think I better go make my own. I think it's a waste of time to be looking for something that's going to hold up. Oh dear, now I'm worried. They've got more by this brand. Litech. Alright, we'll click on one more. This one's $30. farro. It's so chewy. It's yummy. I really like it. That one might work. It's a multi-purpose rack with stool. Let's see how the reviews look. There's some interesting shoes they're using for their models. There's no review. So I'm going into it blind, except for the review of their other product, which was it fell apart, it's cheap, it's crooked. It's difficult because it looks like, well, using that model, it looks like you got symmetry and you can craft a product. What I would be afraid of this product, the espresso or the natural, whatever, the fact that it's a rack with a stool, my concern is if I actually sat on it. Like, hold on to your hat. Maybe buying a rack with a stool is suitable just for shoe rack storage. Maybe that's the way to get shoe storage that won't fall apart, is if you buy it with a stool component, but don't actually overtax it by sitting on it. Maybe that would work. So now it's like my time and money or 30 bucks. I'll think on it. I'll look maybe just a little bit further. They have a question and answer on the website. Would this item attract termites? Nobody's answered it yet. Can you paint this? Sure. No real reason to. It has a smooth finish and is sealed. Is it weatherproof? Is it solid wood or MDF? Tab is like that too. You're telling me two things. They say it's solid pine. Solid pine. All right, we're looking at reviews. It was exactly what I wanted and as advertised and easy to assemble. It says no tools are required, but you do need a hex wrench. I probably have a hex wrench for my rollerblades, and I probably have it here. Someone sent a picture. Aw, that looks sturdy. I think that might do the trick. So now I just need to measure. I actually think I like espresso better. Okay, so, oh, another image. Let's have another product image. Oh, it's espresso. Bought as a gift, perfect size, but your picture is turned. I think I like espresso. I'm so into this, I think I'm gonna go get more farro. little pre-seasoned dishes. Throw some little veggies in there. This is very funny. I was looking at seeing if they could send it to a store to pick up, and so they're listing their stores, and one of the stores is on Stephen King Drive. I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a Stephen King Drive. I'm trying to show you, but anyway, apparently there's a Stephen King Drive in Augusta. Who knew? Clark's Pond. Why did they have that as 34 miles away? You don't have my zip code right. I didn't put the zip code in. I have a thought. Did it honestly happen, and should we keep glorifying that it didn't happen? And what I'm thinking about with that thought is the image factory of actors. There's a number of actors that make their money by being in movies about war or, holding a gun. And, typically we think, type alley, typically we think of needing that plot movement. And to me, from my point of reference, it's really just churning out the same resolution you desire to run from rather than be caught aware that you didn't care to face right here. So let's talk about movies. Matt Damon, Born Identity, it's got some thuggery in it. Therefore, it equals plot line, but it's not going anywhere. You make a lot of money off of that, okay? For just showing hup, up, hup, dup. It doesn't matter. You're tooling a look and people are watching, but I'm saying that the storyline itself is on a fictional nail to the tail. And to tell and sell it, to dow with well, dwell. To me, I think it's just another illustration of men being certified by their hyphenated convict by is rise to the challenge, convictions, defend. The only way you could keep safe your face is to keep that continuity breathing and do able. Ta gain. Again, with the ag and the law, -t. So I checked the measurements. It's going to be tight, but I was thinking if I pulled the dog food cylinder forward, I can change the radius and seat the pine wood shelf multi-purpose rack and stool. I can make it work in that little cubby when you first walk in my door. I still think I'm going to take a nap first. But they don't have it in the store, so it's not something I could pick up, and so that gives me a chance to look at hiking boots on sale at Cabela's. Taste test Milano salted caramel. Ooh, it smells like that. And chocolate. Ready? Going in. It is really delicious. I don't know. I think I'm getting sensitive to sugar because a part of me is kind of like, it's really sweet, you know? That happened the other day with the Foley's cherry cheesecake. I'm like, whoa, that's so sweet. Kind of just wish there was more shortbread. If I were actually shopping for hiking boots to go hiking, I would want to try them on, of course with my orthotics, and then, I'd probably walk with them inside for a while to make sure they didn't rub, to make sure they were really fitted right. And but I'm not going to be able to do that. I've got one foot that's swollen and that might swell and shrink. So getting shopping for hiking boots for hiking isn't, with the eye for hiking, isn't really the tone of concourse. I can get an Anu $165 boot for $30 if I select green. See what the reviews have to say. The bio is Anu Women's Montera Hiker. Built with Numentum hike technology. Numinous. It's not spirit. Hike technology for tough, comfortable hiking on even the roughest terrain. Waterproof ea.ven booties block out the elements, yet remain breathable to keep dry feet. Waterproof oiled leather and suede uppers deliver flexible, lasting trail performance Dual density EVA midsoles provide cushioning and shock absorption, while EVA stability postings deliver exceptional stability and balance on rugged ground. Integrated TPU shanks and arch supports offer crucial midfoot support. Shock dispersal plates in the forefeet protect feet from rocks. You can put shock dispersal plates in the forefeet. Abrasion-resistant rubber toe caps, padded leather-lined collars for enhanced comfort, Vibram non-marking slip-resistant outsoles for sure grip traction. Taller height for ankle support. Comes in Muir Green, Muir Woods, and Smoky Brown. I actually kind of like this. I mean, it seems like a quality hiking boot. And if I select green, $30. Regularly, $165. Check out the profile. Nice oiled leather. New. It almost sounds like it's from India or Nepal. Truthfully, I like the Muir Woods. I like that shell muddy brown color, but honestly, in this boot, I actually prefer that green. Great emerald green. go with my cap. I know I have style issues. Okay, the classic hiker. Okay, I get it. If I apply my industry where nothing matches, everything matches, right? That's pretty awesome. Oh yeah, I didn't check the reviews. Let's see what the reviews say. That might just be the ticket. It's quality. I would probably continue wearing it. I'd put it on my shoe rack. And honestly, I'm thinking of getting 2 shoe racks. One for my closet. It's embarrassing. I have a lot of shoes, but not super embarrassing. I do a lot of activities. I've got ice skates, roller skates, bike shoes, massage sandals, getting recovery sandals, several pairs of running shoes. Oh, we're talking density. and I rotate those. So I don't just flatten a pair out. I tend to rotate them. So there's always a couple running shoes in process. Sandals. I used to like the idea of wearing dresses. I don't wear a whole lot of dresses here in Maine. Cobblestones. I moved here with stilettos. Bad move. Your stilettos get stuck in cobblestones and you walk right out of them, and it really doesn't fit the terrain here. You very much look like you have no sense and sensibility. There was a time with Andy at Whole Foods, and this young woman, walks in wearing a body-conscious short dress, super high heel stilettos, little dainty little necklaces, nails done, hair, every accessory, picture perfect. And Andy put his sunglasses on. I'm like, oh yeah, you don't want her to know that you're watching. And I offered to be his wing woman, help him navigate. She's walking in the hot food department, deli. Audibly, what we're going through people's minds here in Maine, where people live here and work here, is what do you do for a job? Okay. The thought bubble was just butting up against each other. Try not to look and just be like, what the fuck do you do for a job? In these parts, you know? Can't walk to save her life. I'm going to need someone to fall on, fall upon, fault upon. Anu's by Tiva. Great. That's good feedback. Tiva is one of the originators of the sandal for water rafting guides, if I recall. So I would expect good, durable things from that and good architecture for the foot, and that you prize it to go places structurally and sustainably. Awesome. I think that would be a very well $30 well spent. Didn't know I needed or wanted a hiker, but there you go. We've got 186 reviews. So December 2017. Overall, this is a good hiking boot, good arch support, waterproof, good ventilation, excellent grip on slanted rock surfaces. The only drawback, the soles are rather thin for hiking on rocky trails. Awesome, because I'm putting my orthotics in. Let's see. The perfect fit gets missing marks for constant squeak. Oh yeah, I've had shoes that squeak. It is kind of annoying. So she says, Tiva, OMG, you have the best boot, but darn it, you've got to fix quality issues with squeaking soles. There is nothing I can do to stop the squeaking when I walk, and it's a shame because I really want to buy more in the future. But I'm uncertain if it means all your boots have a manufacturing flaw causing squeaking. Boots, as with any shoes, squeaking is just, it's unattractive. I mean, it works for Minnie Mouse, Minnie and Mickey. So someone says she's very impressed. She ordered a pair of Merrells, loved their comfort, but sent them back because the arch wasn't as rigid as I needed. Anu hikers, positive reviews, decided to try them, put them on, first word out of my mouth, wow, plenty of arch support and rigidity. Oh, nice. It's exactly what I need. I'm not so concerned with aesthetics, but the fact that they are probably the most attractive hiker I've ever had is great too. I think they are good looking. Someone led a yoga retreat in Norway. She's from California. She was concerned about staying warm. One of her students said, "There is no bad weather, only bad clothing." Not sure if it's a Norwegian saying, but I really understood it in my Monteras. My feet were always warm and dry, rain, sleet, and snow, usually within the same hour, meant nothing. These boots are awesome. I am sold. I don't think I have to keep reading reviews. And I really like the green color. It's actually my preference. I don't know, I'm on a green streak or something. The color that's feeding my imagination or desire, I'm attracted to it. Great, let's get this going. Oh, Minnow, is that a turd? Minnow turded in here. Did you see that and didn't say anything? Minnow. Well, I have to say the really awesome thing about that turd, I have not been smelling it. It's right there. And the other thing that's really awesome about it, it's dry. I'm going to pick it right up. As soon as I have to stop Googling so I could collect myself to walk. Okay, I think I'm almost there. Actually, I'll leave it running. Look what I can do. You know, I can't even believe you turded. You turded discreetly. Super turd. Oh my goodness. I can't even believe it. Minnow. Little Minnow. Turd delivery. Oh my goodness. I have this is me. I'm taking a stroll with a very, very stiff ankle. And I got a napkin to check out this turd. Oh, one of these days, you know I'm going to steam clean. But, wow. I'm going to deposit this in a plastic bag right away. Now. Well executed. Minnow, I trust you. That impeccable aim. You always anchor gravity in one gracious drop, followed by another of the same form. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky that you're such a great marksmith. My apartment is your apartment. But you know what else I'm excited about, Minnow? Remember when I first brought you here and then you marked my furniture, but you only marked the furniture I made? I'm kind of excited you don't do that anymore, I have to say. I'm kind of excited about that. It was kind of surprising, not in a good way. Like I'd turn around and be like, huh, my furniture's wet. And I didn't water the plants. Why is my furniture wet? I'm kind of glad you don't do that anymore. But in that you did it often, I like to believe that you think the furniture I made is worthy of marking. And it's a compliment. So when I first got Minnow, he marked the furniture I made. The boomerang table here, and Trapezo, the wall unit. You've seen it before. Boomerang table. It's a little hard to get to because something is caught. Yeah, those boomerang legs. That's my boomerang table. That's Trapezo. the crest shape wall unit. Yeah, Minnow only marked the furniture I made. First thing he did. And then he would watch me. I got the rag and the cleaner. And he had his little nose and he followed every little movement of me cleaning. I put the cleaning supplies away and he would go back and mark it. I'm like, oh. Okay, I don't want you to do that, but I find it curious that you're doing it only on the items I've made. So to me, that was saying something. I was really happy as a second-time dog owner that I was able to step back from my ego, like instead of, you're not supposed to do that on my furniture, it'd be like, what are you saying? And at least provide the space, not to be stupid about it, but to seek, to reveal, to seek revelation in terms of the other thing that's different is I got Minnow at 1 year and 3 months, and my last dog was at 3 months. My last dog, Honey H Hound, Pharaoh Hound, so it's the bigger version of a Chironecco. Their ears, when they're puppies, are down, and when they get enough calcium, their ears will stand up. When I got Honey Hound, only one ear was up. So she hadn't got enough calcium in her system. And so basically, I knew her from, when she was practically a little bended ear puppy. I got Minnow at 1 year and 3 months, and he had history under his belt that I don't know, and of course he can't share with me. He was a rescue, a purebred rescue from a couple that had an infant. And from what I hear, they complained that Minnow was too barky. I was thinking he got displaced. He really does like his one-on-one play, for sure. Frisbee, he played it with his last owner. I didn't know that when I got him, but when we brought the Frisbee out, he knew he was all ears. He's very ambitious about Frisbee. And so he comes with a personality. And so for me, stepping back between what my ego thinks regarding my furniture or anything is for me to step back and be like, okay, I'm trying to figure out the orientation. Hardly no time at all. I understand this dog does not like cold. So, made him clothes. And because I got him in August, and I think it was mid to late August. I can't remember for sure. But I remember it was sprinkling outside, and he was hugging the building, and I was like, oh no, there's things far worse than sprinkles here in Maine. So, September, I'm fashioning clothing for him in Maine layers proper. We dress in layers here in Maine. The winter feels different than it does in the West. The humidity, cold breeze, it makes the marrow of your bone cold. So Minnow has layers, and when I redid the leather fur jacket that was given to me by a CEO's wife, and I wore it to shreds, and then I purchased a cowhide and remade it with the same mink lining and the fox fur around the hood. I took a portion of that and I sandwiched it in between Minnow's denim jacket. So it's a denim blue and white print of hearts and dots. And then it's got a little felt, or it's not Berber, so it's a felt lining, and I put that leather in a sandwich and then the denim on the exterior. And I did that because rather than toss the leather, that's going to provide flexible wind resistance. And Well, it was too worn to turn into another commercial enterprise, I think, for you or me, you know? So, like, I made my canteen here. I had extra fabric from the coat, and so I have a tote and a canteen. I use this for everything now. Anyway, Minnow looks dapper. He's got a number of cute little coats, and I fashioned them so that to come snug around his neck to keep wind out, but then it provides a little like crisscross scarf that would hang down, and he looks very dapper in that. All right, I'm gonna get these shoes. So they're either a 9 or a 9. We should see if they have 9.5. They do have 9.5 also. We'll start with 9. Maybe I can have it sent to the store. Well, in that case, I should probably get 2 sizes and go pick them up. It says I have an air highlighted in red, but did I not pick the right color? Try it again. Says I have an error in checkout. Oh, it's out of stock? Are you serious? Okay, well, let's see if 9.5 is available. Because I'm not trying to fudge, especially in hiking boots, because you don't want them to shift and cause blisters, but some of this can be remedied by a thicker sock. And I am putting out of that size too. Come on. Oh, that's too bad. They say it's in stock, but when I add it to the cart, they're saying it's not in stock. Aww, I think someone beat me to it. I gotta keep searching. Yes, it's called the Bargain Cave at Cabela's. Sales, rebates, and more.